Now we shall continue our learning of the Subhaashitaani. So first we shall recite the first 5 Subhashitas that we have learned, and then we will see the grammatical explanation, and then we'll try to understand the remaining 5 Subhashitas in today's class. Okay, those who have not got a chance, please raise your hands so that I can call your names. Sinus Bhagini, can you please read out the first Subhashitam? Jai Shri Sinus.
Yes. प्रियवाक्यपदप्रदानेन सर्वे तुष्यन्ति जन्तवः तस्मात् तदेव वक्तव्यं वचने का दरिद्रता.
उत्तमं, धन्यवादाः.
धन्यवादः.
अदिति.
ओके.
राम राम राम. उदये सविता रक्तः रक्तश्चास्तमये तथा संपत्तौ च विपत्तौ च महतामेकरूपता.
धन्यवादाः. Well recited. Gopal Krishnan Mahodaya.
Ram Ram. Karta karayita chaiva prerakaschanumodakah sukrute duskrute chaiva chatvaras samabhaginah.
Uttamam, धन्यवादाः. शीला भगिनी.
राम राम महोदय.
राम राम राम.
पुण्यस्य फलमिच्छन्ति पुण्यं नेच्छन्ति मानवाः न पापफलम् इच्छन्ति पापं कुर्वन्ति यत्नतः.
उत्तमं. So phalam icchanti, ichha, cha is mahaprana. Punyam nechanti, cha. Okay, so that is one thing that you improvise. Okay, धन्यवादाः.
धन्यवाद.
मुरली अय्यर महोदय.
योगिनं पुरुषसिंहमुपैति लक्ष्मीः दैवेन देयमिति का पुरुषा वदन्ति दैवं निहत्य कुरु पौरुषमात्मशक्त्या यत्ते कृते यदि न सिद्ध्यति कोऽत्र दोषः.
उत्तमं, धन्यवादाः. We'll go to the next Subhashitam. Radha Bhagini, can you please read out the Subhashitam?
यथा परापरेषु नित्यं जागर्ति सज्जनः तथा परापकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति दुर्जनः.
Paropakareshu, parapakareshu. These two places you made a bit mistake, but yeah, please practice it. Dhanyawadaha. Now we shall see the meaning of this Subhashitam. We will try to understand it further. Those who have got a chance already, please lower your hands so that I can give a chance to students who have not got the chance. Nataraj Pushpavan Mahodaya.
Ram Ram.
Karni Mahodaya. Yeah, please participate in the discussion. Yes. Can you do the Padacheda now?
यथा परोपकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति सज्जनः तथा परापकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति दुर्जनः.
Okay, there is no sandhi that is there, like where we can actually in this. So the Padacheda will be exactly the same. Only thing is para upakareshu, para apakareshu. This is a samasa, samasta pada. There is one word only. We don't have to split it. But just to understand the composite words, I have given in this way: para plus upakareshu, para plus apakareshu. Okay. Now let us see. Yatha tatha these are the clauses that are there. These are the avyayas. Paropakareshu, parapakareshu. Both of these, can you identify the vibhakti and vachana?
Saptami bahuvachan.
Very good. Saptami vibhakti bahuvachanam. Both these words are saptami bahuvachanam. Nityam is again
Nityam Dvitiya ekvachan.
Is it vidya or can it be any other thing?
I think it is Dvitiya.
It is Prathama Vibhakti only. Nityam is
Okay.
every day here in this case. Okay. Okay. Jagarti.
Nitya Jagarti.
जागृति प्रथम पुरुष एक वचन.
Very good. It is Prathama Purushaha Ekavachanam. How to identify it? Based on what is the Prathama Vibhakti word. Okay. So here, Sajjanaha Jagarti. Sajjanaha Jagarti. That is how it will be. And similarly, Durjanaha Jagarti. So it's Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam because Sajjanaha, Durjanaha, both of these are in Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Now, can you try to make the Anvaya?
Yeah. यथा सज्जनः परोपकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति तथा दुर्जनः परापकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति.
Very good. यथा सज्जनः परोपकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति तथा दुर्जनः परापकारेषु नित्यं जागर्ति. It's very straightforward meaning of this Subhaashitam. So para apakara and para upakara. Upakaraha. So both of these are based on kru dhatu, karoti, kru dhatuhu. Upakaroti, upakaroti, apakaroti. These are the dhatu forms if you want to correlate with. What is the meaning? Upakaraha means one who helps. Okay, it is for helping or supporting. Apakaraha is to do something bad to others. So that is the meaning of para upakara, para apakara. Paresham krite upakaraha, paropakaraha. Paresham krite apakaraha, parapakaraha. So how in a way how good people, sajjanaha. So here again, these two words, if we see more closely, sat janaha and then dur janaha. Jana is common and sat and dur. Okay, these are the prefixes that are added. Sat is always
this para is away.
No. Para is not. Yeah, it is shabda only. Para is not an avyaya. Okay.
So para adhika upa adhika kru.
Yes. Upasarga sahita kru dhatu of that this form will be there. Upakara and apakara also in the same way.
So, but if that dhatu is to be vitpatti, the para adhika upa adhika kru, that is to be done.
No. This is a samasa. This is based on a samasa.
Okay.
Paresham upakaraha. Okay. So para upakara will be the two separate words. Okay. So that's how it is. It is not a upasarga. Para is not an upasarga. It is a different word. Para means others. Okay. Now, this is very straightforward. Jagarti means to wake, to be awake or to wake up. Okay. Both ways we can actually see it. So a good man, a good person will always wake up and stay awake every day for the good of others. So to do something good to others. But in the same way, likewise, what is that a bad man does? He keeps himself awake to do something bad to others. So that is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Dhanyawadaha Nataj Mahodaya and Praveen Mahodaya.
Dhanyawadaha.
So it's a very simple and a straightforward Subhaashitam, very easy to understand because it's very simple sentence and the Padacheda is also straightforward. So from this, what we should learn is we should be like the Sajjanaha. We should become Sajjanaha. That is to help others. There are various other Subhashitas which also describe the qualities of good people. One such Subhashita we have in our lesson itself. We will see that. But there's one more which says that this Sharira is for Paropakarartha. Paropakarartham idam shariram. So that is another Subhashita which says that. So in that Subhashitam also, the poet actually quotes or gives 3 examples from the nature. So Paropakaraya duhanti gavaha. So the cows give milk for others. Similarly, Paropakaraya vahanti nadyaha. The rivers flow for the help of others. In this way, he gives some of the examples like how the nature is And paropakarartham idam shariram. This sharira is for paropakarartha. Paresham athva parana upakarartham. Okay, so that is the meaning that we should understand. Okay, we shall proceed further. Okay, so Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, can you please read out this Subhashitam?
छायामन्यस्य कुर्वन्ति तिष्ठन्ति स्वयमातपे फलान्यपि परार्थाय वृक्षा सत्पुरुषा इव.
Uttamam. Okay, I will add a few more students. Dhatri Bhagini and Rajini Bhagini, Mukai Krishnamurthy Mahodaya. So please join in the discussion. Okay, Dhatri Bhagini, can you make the Padacheda?
Mahodaya. Chayamanyasya kurvanti tishtanti swayamatape phalani api parathaya vrikshaha satpurusha iva.
Okay, so Chayam Anyasya Kurvanti Tishtanti Swayam Atape
Phalani.
Okay, Pararthaya, again there is a sandhi here, but it's also Samasta Pada. Okay, Para Arthaya Vrikshaha Satpurushaha Iva. Here again it is a Visarga sandhi. Satpurusha Iva, Satpurushaha Iva. Okay, Phalani Api, which sandhi it is?
Yen sandhi.
Yen sandhi.
Yen sandhi, very good. Pararthaya?
Savarna dirgha
sandhi.
Very good. Savarna dirgha sandhi. Astu. Let us see the vibhaktis for all these. Krishnamurthy Mahodaya, can you identify?
Chayam is Prathama Vibhakti?
No.
Is it Dvitiya?
Yes. Chayam.
Akaranta Strilinga.
Yes. Akaranta Strilinga. Vidya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Very good.
Anyasya is Shashti Vibhakti.
Very good.
Kurvanti is Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Yes. Prathama Purushaha Bahuvachanam.
Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam.
Yes.
Tishtanti Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam.
Right.
Swayam is Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Swayam. Is it Dvitiya? Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, so Atape.
Atape is Saptami Vibhakti.
Yes, Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay, very good. Phalani.
Phalani is the Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Here.
Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Yes, very good. It's Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Yes.
Api Avyayam.
Right.
Para is Avyayam.
No, Para is not an Avyaya.
Pararthaya. Samasa.
Pararthaya is, yes, it's a Samasa.
Arthaya is Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Is it Shashti? Arthaya.
Arthaya could be for is Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Yeah, it's not could be, it is Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Vrikshaha is Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Very good.
Satpurushaha is Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Iva is Avyaya.
Very good. Okay. Swayam is also a Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam Shabda only. Okay. Swayam means on own. Okay. That is the meaning. Okay. So now let us see the meaning of this Subhashitam. Let's try to make the Anvaya of this. Can you try Jyotilakshmi Bhagini? Anvaya. I did not hear you.
Vrikshaha. Vrikshaha Chayam वृक्षाः परार्थाय छायाम् अन्यस्य परार्थाय
कुर्वन्ति
तिष्ठन्ति स्वयमातपे कुर्वन्ति फलानि अपि सत्पुरुषाः इव
So what are
अत्र तत्र भवति
the things that Subhaashitakara is trying to tell here? He is trying to tell about vrikshaha. Okay, the first point. Okay. Okay. Now vrikshaha kim kurvanti, kutra tishtanti, kim dadati. We will try to understand that. So first is kim kurvanti. If I ask a question, like, because there are three kriya pada directly, and one we can assume another kriya pada. Okay. Kim kurvanti, chayam anyasya kurvanti. So vrikshaha chayam anyasya kurvanti. Okay. Now vrikshaha kutra tishtanti. Swayam atape tishtanti. Okay. And next, vrikshaha phalani api pararthaya dadati. Okay. Dadati. The bahuvachana form of dadhatu will become dadati. Okay. Satpurushaha iva. Okay. So that is the meaning here. So vrikshaha satpurushaha iva, like good people. See, I just explained in the previous Subhaashitam that paropakarartham idam shariram. That's what the sadhus think, or the good people think. And paropakareshu nityam jagarti sajjanaha. Tadvadeva yatha satpurushaha anyesham krite pararthaya jivanti. Tadvadeva vrikshaha api jivanti. Katham, if you ask a question, yadyapi te swayam atape tishtanti. Even though they stand themselves in the sun, in the hot sun, but they give shadow to others. Vrikshaha satpurushaha iva, like satpurushas, anyasya chayam kurvanti. They give chaya, the shadow, for others, even though swayam atape tishtanti. They stand in the hot sun but give the shadow to others. Phalani api pararthaya dadati. So the fruits also are being given to others only. So have you seen like when the trees don't consume the fruits? So the fruits, whatever it grows, it is for others, for us, for the human beings or for the animals. So that's the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Let us see the Padaparartha. It is straightforward. So Swayam is self, like on their own. They themselves stand in the hot sun. So that is the meaning. And Pararthaya, Artha is always for the purpose, for others' benefit, for others' good. You can use any of these words for Pararthaya. Okay. So these two, this Subhashita is goes like this, and then the Bhavartha. Can you read out the Bhavartha, Dhatre Bhagini? I'm unable to hear you.
आं भगिनी इदानीं श्रूयते वा?
हाँ, श्रूयते.
भावार्थः. Trees give shade to others and stand in the heat themselves. They give fruits too for others. Trees are like good people. Very good.
So like good people or like great people, the trees do these. So that is the meaning of that. Okay. Can you read the Subhaashitam also once again?
Amohodaya. Chayamanyasya kurvanti tishtanti swayamatape phalanyapi pararthaya vrikshaha satpurusha iva.
Yes, very good. Vrikshas satpurusha iva will also be fine. Okay, we'll proceed further. So one important thing here. So so this basically here. Okay, so Kshamyatam. So Swayam basically is an avyaya. Okay, Swayam is an avyaya. So which is basically which means self. So that is the avyaya here. Okay, Kshamyatam. Though it is the form like it is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, it is an avyayam. Okay, so please make note of this. This is not Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, it's an avyaya. Okay, similarly, okay, so similarly, the another word which we saw, nityam. Nityam comes in multiple ways. One, nityam, which is to say always or something like that, so that can be an avyaya. But there is also nityam, nitya, nityani shabda also, which is always or which is kind of everyday. So both these forms are available. Both these rupas are possible. So you can use nityam as an avyayam, or you can also use nityam as as an adjective for some of the words. Anityani sharirani. So one of the other subhashitas goes that way. So that way you can also add that, so that it's not permanent or something like that. So in that way it will become a namapada. Okay, so this was one of the question which was asked by Panishri Bhagini. So hope this answers your question. Okay, we'll proceed further. Dhanyawadaha Dhatri Bhagini, Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, and Krishnamurti Mahodaya. Okay, Aruna Bhagini, can you please read out the Subhashitam?
Mahodaya. Lobhavisto naro vittam. Lobhavisto naro vittam. Vikshate natu sankatam. Dugdham pashyati marjaro. Natatha lagudahatim.
Uttamam. Let me add a few more students. Rajamatangi Venkat, Tathaiva.
Ram Mahoday.
Ram. Gayatri Bhagini. Okay, yes. Can you do the Padacheda?
Lobha.
Okay. Give chance to Rajmatangi Bhagini. Can you please try out?
Mahoday. Lobha vishto naro vittam naraha vittam vikshate natu sangatham dugdam pashyati marjaraha na tatha lagudahatim.
Okay, first one here. Okay, we will see that lobha vishtaha. So here there are multiple visarga sandhis. Lobha vishtaha naraha vittam
vikshate natu sankatam.
Right. Dugdham pashyati marjaraha. So lobha vishto naro marjaro. These three are the examples for visarga sandhi here, that when we split it becomes with visarga. Now lobha vishtaha, lobha avishtaha will be the two words, but it is again a samastapada. It is one word only. Okay, the composite words are lobha avishtaha, and similarly here laguda hatim, laguda ahatim. Okay, so this will be again it's also a samasa, but the composite words are these two. So in both these places it is savarna dirgha sandhi. Just okay, lobha vishtaha. Can you tell the vibhakti forms now? Lobha vishtaha.
Prathama vibhakti.
Pratama vibhakti ekavachanam. Naraha is also.
Naraha Pratama vibhakti ekavachanam.
So lobha vishtaha is basically an adjective that is there for naraha.
Naraha. Okay.
Vittam.
Pratama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam.
Very good.
Vikshate kriyapadam.
Saptame vibhakti ekavachanam. Vikshate
ekavachanam.
Purusha ekavachanam. Samichinam. Ikshate dhatu that we saw today. So the same thing. Vi upasarga sahita.
Okay,
Vi is okay. Naraha ikshate. Naraha kim ikshate? Naraha vittam ikshate. Idrishaha naraha lobha vishtaha naraha vittam ikshate. Vittam vikshate. Okay, so ikshate or vikshate both are similar. Okay, na to both of these are avyayas. Sankatam.
Dvitiya
vibhakti ekavachanam.
Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam, similar to vittam sankatam. Okay, dugdham pashyati.
Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Pashyati
Prathama purusha ekavachanam.
Pratama purusha ekavachanam.
Right. Marjaraha.
प्रथमपुरुषे एकवचनं
प्रथमाविभक्ति एकवचनं
sorry प्रथमविभक्ति
Na tatha will be again
न
obvious.
and तथा और अव्यय
अव्ययम्
Laguda hatim.
लघुडाष्टं द्वितीया विभक्ति
Very good.
लघु
द्वितीया विभक्ति एकवचनं
Laguda ahatihi. Ahatihi is the shabda which is Strilinga shabda. Ikarantah Strilinga ahatihi. Ahatim will be now the Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Now let us try to see the Anvaya. Can you try to make it? Aruna Bhagini now.
नरः लोभाविष्टः नरः वित्तं वीक्षते न तु सङ्कटम्
Samichinam.
मार्जारः दुग्धं पश्यति न तथा यथा लोभाविष्टः नरः वित्तं वीक्षते न तु सङ्कटं न तथा मार्जारः दुग्धं पश्यति लघुडा
Laguda hatim na pashyati.
न पश्यति
Astu. Uttamam. So here the example that is cited is in the second half of the shloka. Yatha marjaraha dugdham pashyati na lagudahatim na pashyati. Okay. Tatha, in the same way, lobhavishtaha naraha vittam vikshate natu sankatam. Sankatam na vikshate. So that is how we can see the Anvaya for this. So always, whenever you see, if you keep a pot of milk, then a cat will come and drink it, even though you're standing there in front holding a stick. So lagudahatim na pashyati. So when it is drinking the milk, it is not worrying about, okay, the yajamana or someone may come and hit me, and it still drinks the milk. In the same way, when the greed enters man, when a greed enters a human being, what will happen? Lobhavishtaha naraha. What will he do? He will only see the money. Okay, if I can get money, that is fine. He doesn't care about what could be the danger if he's getting that money in a wrong way. So all that he can see is only the short-term thing, which is just to get money. In how a cat also wants to just get the milk, but it is not worrying about if it will get a beating after later. So that is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Okay. So let us see the Padapadartha for this. It's all similar, simple and straightforward. Lobha avishtaha. Avishtaha means entered. The greed which has entered a man, basically. Lobha avishtaha is an adjective to naraha. So a greedy person, that is the meaning of Lobha avishtaha. Vittam, wealth, money, anything you can see. Vikshate, to see. And then natu is an avyaya, that means say but not. Sankatam, the danger or after effects. Okay. Dugdham pashyati. Dugdham, milk. And then payaha is another word for dugdham. Okay. Kshiram, dugdham, etc. All these are napumsakalinga shabdas. Next, marjaraha is cat. Na, again not. And then laguda hatim. Laguda ahatim. Laguda means a stick. Okay. Ahatihi is basically a blow or a hit or beating. So that is ahati. So let us see the meaning of this. Can you please read out the meaning, Bhagini, Gayatri Bhagini? You're on mute if you're trying to speak.
Yeah. Just like a cat sees only the milk, but not the beating of the stick that might await it, so also a person filled with greed sees only the wealth, but not the danger.
Uttamam. So now, Rajmatangi Bhagini, can you read the Subhashitam?
लोभाविष्टो नरो वित्तं वीक्षते न तु संगटं दुग्धं पश्यति मार्जारो न तथा लघुडाहतिम्.
Uttamam. Aruna Bhagini, now read the Anvaya again, so that we will be able to understand it and we can complete it.
महोदय मार्जारः दुग्धं पश्यति लघुडाहतिं न पश्यति तथा लोभाविष्टः नरः वित्तं वीक्षते न तु सङ्कटम्.
Uttamam. Hope this Subhashitam is also clear. Dhanyavadaha for participating. Okay, we'll proceed to the next Subhaashitam. Those who have not got a chance, please raise your hand. Parvati Nataraj Bhagini, can you please read out the Subhaashitam?
हरि ओम महोदय। संपूर्ण कुंभो न करोति शब्दम् अर्धो घटो घोषमुपैति नूनम् विद्वान् कुलीनो न करोति गर्वम् गुणैर्विहीना बहुजल्पयन्ति।
Uttamam. We'll see the Padacheda, etc. I will add a few more students. There is one name by 2BM57. I don't know what is the name. That is the display name which is seen here. So please update your name, and I have asked you to unmute. And also I'm calling out Rajaraman Mohodaya. Please participate in discussion. Okay. Can we, Rajaraman Mohodaya, can you please do the Padacheda?
Hello.
Please do the Padacheda.
Namaskara, धन्यवाद. संपूर्ण कुंभो. Hello.
Yes, please continue.
संपूर्ण कुंभ न करोति शब्दम अर्धो घटो घोष मुक्तो प्लस उपैति. घोष प्लस उपैति विद्वान प्लस कुलीनो न करोति गर्वम गुना प्लस अविहीना.
No, it is okay. I will split that and help you out. Parvati Bhagini, can you try this, or what could be the split here?
घोषम उपैति. Ghosham upaiti.
Right.
No sandhi. Sandhi is not there. Just
sandhi, that is right. Where are the sandhis? Sampurna kumbhaha, ardhaha, ghataha. All these are visarga sandhi. So vidwan kulinaha nakaroti garbam gunaihi vihinaha. Gunair vihinaha bahu jalpayanti. So here again gunaihi is here also. There's a visarga sandhi which is there. Okay. So now let us see the Padacheda. I have given that. Sampurna kumbhaha na karoti shaktam arthaha ghataha kosham upaiti nunam. So this is again the same as so udyoginam purushasimham upaiti lakshmihi. So the same dhatu. Nunam vidwan kulinaha na karoti. So here it is actually a vidwan and kulina. These are the two words. Na karoti garvam gunaihi vihinaha bahu jalpayanti. These are the words of this Subhashitam. Can you identify now the linga vibhakti and vachanas?
संपूर्ण कुंभः पुल्लिंग शब्दः अकारांत पुल्लिंग शब्दः एकवचनं
एकवचनं
न अव्ययं करोति प्रथम पुरुष एकवचनं क्रियापदं then शब्दं is प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं शब्दं नपुंसकलिङ्गः
no it is a pulling shabdah. So Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Okay, next.
The ardhaha, it's an avyaya.
No, arthaha is prathama purusha ekavachanam. Sorry, prathama Bhakti ekavachanam only. Ardhaha ghataha, it's an adjective.
Visheshana for ghata.
Yes.
Ghataha prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Ghosham Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Upaiti kriyapadam prathama purusha ekavachanam.
Very good.
Nunam is avyayam. So vidwan nakarantaha prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Kulinaha prathama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Very good.
Then na avyayam karoti again kriyapadam prathama vibhakti prathama purusha ekavachanam. Garvam is Dvitiya vibhakti ekavachanam.
Very good.
Gunaihi Tritiya vibhakti bahuvachanam.
Right.
Vihinaha. So that is also Pratama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Bahu is avyayam. Jalpayanti Pratama Purusha Bahuvachanam.
So Bahu is Bahuni Ukarantaha Shabdaha, which is basically to mean to say more. Okay. Bahu is a Shabda which is also there that you can use to say more. Okay.
It
So
is
now
not an avyayam.
Yes. Yeah, we'll take it as Pratama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Okay. Jalpayanti.
Jalpayanti. Bahuvachanam.
Jalpayanti is Bahuvachanam. Pratama Purushaha
Pratama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam.
Pratama Purushaha Bahuvachanam. Okay. Now, can you try to make the
Mahoday, why you are not splitting this Sampurna and Kumbha?
So Sampurna Kumbha is the word which is there. Okay. But Samasa will be here Sampurnaha Kumbha. But though it is in Subhaashitam, it is given Sampurna Kumbha is one word. And hence I have kept it like that only.
Okay. For understanding, we have to split it, is it?
Yes. So these are the two words which are the composite words of this Sampurna Kumbha, Sampurnaha Kumbhaha. So that's how it's similar to Ardhaha Ghataha. Ardha Ghataha also can be a Samasta Pada, but here in the Subhaashitam it is given as Ardho Ghato. So it is split and only given. So no issues. So but yes, for understanding we will have to make it a Sampurnaha Kumbha. Can you try to tell the Anvaya for this?
Sampurna Kumbha.
I will add one more student so that I can give chance to one more student.
Yatha Sampurna
Murli Iyer Mohan.
Yatha. Acha, shall I tell, sir?
Yes, please continue.
Yatha Sampurna Kumbha Shabdam na karoti Ardhakata Ghosham Upaiti. Ardhakata Ghosham Upaiti.
Okay.
Tatha.
Vigna nakaroti garvam. Vidwa kulina nakaroti garvam. Nakaroti garvam. Gunai vihana bahu jalpayanti.
Gunair
Vihina bahu jalpayanti.
Okay. So let us see that.
Will I
now,
try?
Yes, Murli Mohdaya.
Yatha Sampurna Kumbha Shabdam na karoti. Evameva Vidwan Kulinaha Garvam na karoti. Yatha Ardha Khataha Nunam Ghosham Upaiti. Tadeva Gunaihi Vihina Bahu Jalpayanti.
Uttam. So both are correct. So we'll do this way. So Yatha you can actually add as a clause to the entire first half. Okay, Yatha Sampurna Kumbha Shabdam na karoti Arthaha Ghataha Nunam Ghosham Upaiti Tatha Kulinaha Vidwan Garvam na karoti Gunaihi Vihinaha Bahu Jalpayanti. So you can have an Yatha Tatha towards for the entire the first sentence and the second sentence. Or you can also just say it like that. Sampurna Kumbha Shabdam na karoti Ardhaha Ghataha Nunam Ghosham Upaiti Kulinaha Vidwan Garvam na karoti Gunaihi Vihinaha Bahu Jalpayanti. So Yatha Tatha we can add to this. There's no harm in it, and it is also will enhance the meaning of it. Yatha Tatha is like how in that same way. So there's the meaning of that. So Sampurna Kumbha, a pot which is full, will not make any sound. Ardhaha Ghataha, which is half filled, okay, that will always make Nunam means certainly it will make sound, okay, it will make some noise. Kulinaha Vidwan, a scholar who has come in a good family lineage, okay, not just Vidwan, not just a scholar, but who has also got a good parampara, okay, that is more important. So Kulinaha here in this case is actually an adjective to Vidwan. Kulinaha Vidwan, Garvam na karoti. Gunaihi Vihinaha Bahu Jalpayanti. So these are the this is how we can arrive at the Anvaya. Let us see the Vibhakti and etc. So can you identify now? So mostly it is very simple. Which we have identified already. We will now try to see the Padapadartha for this and the Bhavartha. So Padapadartha is very straightforward. Garbham is pride. Then Gunair Vihinaha is those who lack good qualities. Okay, this is lack. It's not plural. So Bahut Jalpayanti, talk too much or boast too much about themselves. They won't do anything, but they boast. So that is the meaning of this Subhashita. Murli Mahodaya, can you please read out the meaning now?
Okay. Bhavartha, meaning a full pot does not make any sound. A half-filled pot certainly makes a lot of sound. A scholar from a good family lineage does not show pride, but the people who lack good qualities boast.
Very good.
I want to add one more I just want to clarify also. From the previous Subhashitam, Avishta should be from Vish Dhatu, like Avishati, Avishata, Avishanti, and then Avishta should be Krit Pratyaya from that.
Lobha Vishtaha.
Avishta. I'm just talking about Avishta portion. So I am saying it must be from Vish Dhatu, like Avishati, Avishata, Avishanti.
Correct. Vish
and then
Dhatu.
Avishta is the Krit Pratyaya from that.
Kridanta. It's basically a Kta Pratyaya, similar to Gataha. Similar to that. That's how it is. Yes.
And here Kulinaha, I could not get the word formation. Maybe it is not here in the portion. But
Yes.
Kulina
So
should also be
it is basically a Tadhita. It is a Tadhita Rupa, Kulinaha. So Kulasya, you can actually think that way. One who is belonging to a good Kula, Kula. That is the meaning. And then you get this Kulina is the word. Kulina is the Akarantaha Pullinga Shabda. Okay.
Thank
you. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada.
Raja Mahodaya, you can please read out the Subhashitam again.
Sampurna kumbho na karoti shabda mador gato ghosha gato shobha mupaiti nunam vidwan kulino na karoti garbham guno vihina bahu jalpayanti.
Please practice it further. So I will read out Subhashita.
Sorry.
Sure, no issues. Sampurna kumbho na karoti shabdam ardho ghato ghoshamupaiti nunam vidwan kulino na karoti garvam gunair vihina bahu jalpayanti. This is the Subhashitam. So it's always the empty vessels make much noise. So that is the English proverb that we are very much familiar about. So that's how it is. So it's always a person who has learned a lot will not usually speak more. So if you ask a question, if you ask a doubt, yes, of course they will clarify it, but they won't post it. Okay, I have studied this, I have learned this, etc. But usually people with half-baked knowledge, what will happen? They tend to speak more. They tend to try to show off, etc. So this is the meaning of the Subhashitam. That means to say everyone should strive hard to become a Sampurna Kumbhaha. We should be humbled by our education. So there is one more Subhashita which is kind of related to this, is Vidya Dadati Vinayam. So whichever Vidya that gives us that humility, that humbleness, so that is the real Vidya that we should learn. Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinayadyati Patratam, etc. That Subhashitam goes like that. But the Vidya should always give us the Vinaya. So that is the extension or the commentary for this Subhashitam that we can try to make. Okay, we'll go to the next Subhashitam. Advaita Ashok, can you please read out the Subhashitam?
I'm Shikshika. Na chore
Na choraharyam na cha
Have you practiced this
rajaharyam.
Advait, have you practiced this Subhashitam earlier?
No, Shikshaka.
Okay, please practice it. I will ask one more student to recite it. Amita Bhargava.
न चोरहार्यं न च राजहार्यं न भातृभाज्यं न च भारकारी वये कृते वर्धत एव नित्यं विद्याधनं सर्वधनप्रधानं सर्वधनप्रधानम्.
Okay, this word, the bhatrabhajyam, was not told correctly. Na bhatrabhajyam. Okay, so that is one thing where you should also please practice it further. Okay, I will ask one more student to join for a discussion. Annapurna Bhagini, can you please do the Padachedam?
Ram sir.
Ram.
Na chora haryam na cha raja haryam na bhratru bhajyam na cha bharakari vyaye krite vardhata eva nityam vidya dhanam sarva dhana pradhanam.
Vidyadhanam is also one word, Sarvadhana Pradhanam is also one word, but the composite words are Sarvadhana Pradhana, here Vidyadhana. Okay, Vardhata, will it be like that only? Is it valid form, or is there a possible sandhi here, something?
Vardhat, what sir?
Vardhata, is it a valid rupa, or there is something which dhatu?
No, it is kriya padam vruddhatu.
Yes, vardhate is the rupa actually. So when we do the padacheda, we will have to split any sandhis that may be there. So na choraharyam rajaharyam. Yes, vardhate eva nityam. Vardhate eva. One possibility of a sandhi here is yantavanta desha sandhi. Vardhate eva, vardhata eva is yantavanta desha sandhi. There is also one more sandhi which will happen, which can happen, which is the lopa of the yakara of the yantavanta desha sandhi. So when that happens, it will become vardhata eva. So that is why here we have seen vyaye krite vardhata eva nityam. Okay. So now let us try to understand the vibhakti rupas. Yes, Advait or Annapurna Bhagini, Amita, please try to tell the vibhakti rupas here.
Na avyaya.
Yeah.
Okay.
So na cha eva are all avyayas. So let us not tell anything on that. Okay. So for the other things, we will try to tell the vibhaktis.
Choraha.
Choraharyam.
Dvitiya vibhakti. Ekvachana.
Yes, it's prathama vibhakti hi ekavachana only, not vibhakti ekavachanam. It's an adjective to something. Okay, choraharyam is na choraharyam, adjective to something. Similarly, rajaharyam, bhratrabhajyam, all these three words are in prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Okay. Now, next is bharakari. Is also it's also prathama vibhakti hi ekavachanam, bharakari. Okay. Now vyaye.
Saptami.
Yes, very good. Saptami vibhakti hi ekavachanam. Similarly, krite is also saptami vibhakti hi ekavachanam. Vyaye krite. Vardhate.
Prathama purusha ekavachanam.
Prathama purusha ekavachanam. Samichinam. Vardhadhatuhu atmanepari rupam. Prathama purusha ekavachanam. Right. Eva is an avyaya. Nityam is also an avyayam, as I said earlier for the previous Subhaashitam. One form is an avyaya form, which is it's always or like that. That is the meaning of that. Another way we can see it as also temporary or permanent. In that way also we can use it, which will be in which can also be in any of the pullinga, strilinga, or napumsakalinga form. Nityaha, nitya, nityam. So all these three are possible. So we will keep this as now for this purpose as an indeclinable. That is to say, it's permanent or it is always. Okay. Next, vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So vidyadhanam is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Sarvadhana pradhanam is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. So vidyadhanam. So this subhashitam is telling about the greatness of knowledge. What is the importance of knowledge and the greatness of knowledge? So sarvadhana pradhanam is actually an adjective to vidyadhanam, and all the three words which are in prathama vibhakti here, choraharyam, rajaharyam, na, okay, of course with na, bhatrabhadyam, all these things are an adjective to vidyadhanam. And vyaye krite vardhate eva nityam. So it is it is trying to tell how this wealth is. Dhana is basically money or wealth. We can take it as wealth. So this wealth, which is knowledge is the real wealth. That is what this Subhaashitam is trying to tell. We will see the meaning more. Can you try to tell the Anvaya for this? I have already given half of it or most of it actually. Can you just try to frame a sentence?
Vidyadhanam na choraharyam na cha rajaharyam na bhatrabhadyam na cha bharakari sarvadhanam pradhanam vyakrite sarvadhanam pradhanam vardhat.
Vyaye krite vardhate eva nityam. So that's how it will be. Vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So we can make three sentences here. So the first one we will say, so vidyadhanam choraharyam na, rajaharyam cha na, bhatrabhadyam na, bharakari cha na. Okay, or we can also say vidyadhanam na choraharyam. It doesn't matter. Na you can add this side or the other side. It is the same meaning. The meaning is the same. Okay. Next, vyaye krite nityam vardhate eva. And then ataha vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So the first two sentences tell the greatness about vidya, and then the last sentence is saying that okay, hence because of this reason, vidyadhana is the greatest wealth among all other wealth. Okay. So choraharyam. So if you have some money, if you have some precious stones, diamonds or gold or anything, it can be stolen by a thief. It is a choraharya. Hri harane dhatu, harati. From that the harya shabda has come. The haryam shabda has come here because it's an adjective to dhanam, which is napumsakalinga. So that means to say it can be taken away by a thief. Now rajaharyam. Why will a king take? King can take the money in the form of a tax. So if you have more money, more wealth, you will have to give that money as part of a tax or royalty to the king. That is rajaharyam. Now again, if you have some property or if you have wealth, it's again divided among the brothers. Bhatrabhadyam. Bhrata means brother. Bhatrabhadyam. Bhaga. So it is divided. So bhadyam. And but this vidya, no one can steal. No one can know how much vidya you all have. Or you don't have to give, the Raja cannot take the tax on what you have learned. Take the tax on what you have, what knowledge you have. And also it cannot be shared among brothers. It is your own effort from which you will get this vidya. And if you know, so if suppose say I know 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita and I cannot share 350 shlokas to my brother unless he also studies it. So there is no question about how this vidya is divided, right? And then nacha bharakari, whether we learn just 700 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita or say 18,000 shlokas of Bhagavatam or 24,000 shlokas of Ramayanam or 1 lakh shlokas of Mahabharatam, there is no weight associated with it. It is all there in our brain capacity to learn these shlokas. Or I just gave an example just to quantify with some of the shloka numbers. But knowledge in general, as and when we learn, we don't feel that okay, I've learned so much, so my head is aching, or the weight has increased. So it is na bharakari. But if you, in contrast, if you see anything that is there materialistic, as and when you add more, it weighs more. So in this way, this is something which is the most precious or the best wealth that anyone can have. And what is the beauty of it? Vyaye krite. Vyayaha means once you give it out. Okay, once you spend. Okay, spend the vidya. That is like, that means to say when you teach. Vyaye krite vardhate eva nityam. It always grows. It increases when you teach. Okay, but if you give money, it decreases from your balance. So because of all these reasons, vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So that's the reason why sarvadhana sarvadhana pradhanam. So sarvadhana means everything among all the different wealth. It can be just the sampat, or the property, or just money, or cattle, or anything, or whatever you name it, and that particular wealth or treasure. Among all that, vidya, the knowledge, the true knowledge, is the real wealth. So let us see the padapadartha for the same. It is very much same like whatever I have explained about. So vyaye krite is when spent. So when it is spent, that means to say in teaching or in explaining and helping out someone else to learn, we will also learn more in that process. So Advait, can you read out the meaning?
Shikshika. Na choraharya, that which cannot be stolen by a thief. Na rajaharya, that which cannot be taken away by a king. Na bhatrabhajyam, that which cannot be divided between brothers. Na bharakari, that which is not heavy. Vyaye krite, when spent. Vardhate eva, only grows, increase or increases. Nityam, every day. Vidyadhanam, wealth of knowledge. Sarvadhana pradhanam, most important wealth among all wealth.
Okay, read the bhavartha now, the meaning.
Shikshika. Bhavartha. Knowledge cannot be stolen by a thief, cannot be taken by a king, cannot be divided among brothers. Is not heavy. It grows when spent. Wealth of knowledge is the most important wealth.
Okay, or you can, the last sentence, you can also change it. Say, among all treasures or among all wealth, knowledge is the real treasure. So that way also you can rephrase it or rewrite the sentence. Sure. Dhanyavadaha. Annapurna Bhagini, can you please read the Subhashitam again?
Na choraharyam, na cha rajaharyam, na bhratrubhajyam, na cha bharakari, vyaye krite vardhata eva nityam, vidyadhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. Mahodaya, can I tell one poem about this in Telugu?
Okay, maybe. Okay, sure. I will not discourage. Yeah, you can just tell if it is just one stanza or something. I will allow it.
దొరలు దోచలేరు దొంగలెత్తుకపోరు భ్రాతృ జనము వచ్చి పంచుకోరు విశ్వవర్ధనంబు విద్యాధనంబురా లలిత సుగుణజాల తెలుగు బాల.
Very good. So it mostly gives the exact same meaning, the first three phrases at least I could understand. I make out words.
Yes.
That is true. So this particular about knowledge, not just in Telugu or not just in any of the only in Sanskritam, in all the languages there are similar poems in the respective regional languages, which will explain the beauty and the requirement, like why this Vidyadhanam should be given the most importance in our life. So dhanyavadaha Annapurna Bhagini. It added. Dhanyavadaha. Okay. So with this we actually have completed the lesson on Subhaashitaani. We have seen the 10 Subhashitas. We have tried to understand the meaning of it. with the order of Padacheda, Anvaya, Padapadartha, and then the Bhavartha. And as much as possible, I've tried to share some insights about how this Subhashitam can be relevant, etc. So please go through these Subhashitas again and try to write your own notes to these Subhashitam, and also try to correlate or connect any other Subhashitam that may be relevant or related to this. So that is when you will also try to get a complete picture of how to visualize or how to understand these Subhashitas. So it can be from Sanskritam only, or there could be some quotations from English or your mother tongue. So you can try to relate to it, and you can build your own commentary for this particular Subhashitam, for each of the Subhashitas. So that way, our learning will be much better. Okay, so